Today's video is a very special video for me because my boy and brother from another mother, Jose Zuniga, finally met the one. For those of you who don't follow TMF, Jose recently got engaged to a super spicy senorita. Interesting side note, when Jose was here and we filmed the video for his Essentials launch, he was telling me about this girl. He's like, yo, I kind of dating this girl. And I knew then that he was going to end up marrying her. I mean, everything that he said, the way that he looked, the way that he beamed. I know that look and I know that feeling when you meet that one special person that you can't imagine spending another single day without for the rest of your life. You gotta lock it down like Jose did. And the interesting thing is that Jose actually bought her engagement ring from JamesAllen.com, today's video sponsor and the best place to shop for incredible, beautiful diamonds online. If you're not shopping at JamesAllen.com, you are getting ripped off like I got ripped off when I went and bought my wife's engagement ring 10 years ago. They've got a monstrous selection. They also are able to sell you these diamonds at 30 to 50% less than you're gonna find retail. The reason is because they don't have the big overhead of like brick and mortar stores. The other super cool thing about JamesAllen.com is the technology. They've got this thing where you can try on the ring from your phone. You can select different settings. The other thing JamesAllen.com has is what's called diamond display technology. They've got over 200,000 certified conflict-free diamonds, and you can look at any of the diamonds, like that specific diamond, in like a 365, like super zoomed in, like it's insane. You're gonna get a better view of this diamond than jewelers with that like loop thing. JamesAllen.com makes it so incredibly easy. Guys, there's a link down below to JamesAllen.com. There's also a video I did for them a while ago talking about how to buy bling. Guys, hit that link and watch that video. I go into a lot of detail in terms of what you're looking for when you're shopping for a diamond, what the different lingo is, and what it really means. And then when you're ready, go where Jose went, go where I wish I could have gone, JamesAllen.com. They got 24/7 customer service, they've got lifetime guarantee, free resizing in the first like 60 days, not to mention 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. Guys, free returns within the US. It's just an amazing company. Guys, link below, JamesAllen.com. Buy your diamond in style. But don't rush it. You gotta make sure that the person you're choosing to be with for like the rest of your life is the person that you're meant to be with. Because honestly, if I would have married some of the women that I dated back in my 20s, I would have been divorced like 27 times. I'm not saying that my ex-girlfriends weren't amazing women. They absolutely are and were and all that good stuff, but they weren't amazing for me. And what I know now about women versus what I knew in my 20s is like night and day. And so today I'd like to share with you some lessons that I have learned being an old dude. I'm going over 10 things about women I wish I knew back then. First thing I wish I knew in my 20s about women is don't give pretty a pass. It doesn't matter how beautiful, how amazing, how super fine and sexy that senorita is. If she's not a good person, she's ugly. The second thing I wish I knew about women back in my 20s, if she gets mad because I or you want to hang out with our friends, run like hell. This means that the woman is possessive, she's controlling, and you want to be with somebody that understands that you've got other friends, and it's okay if you're not like constantly like up each other's butt. Happy, healthy relationship does not mean that you morph into one like person. Third thing I wish I knew about women back in my 20s is that nobody is perfect. You're not perfect, I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm perfect. She's not perfect, he's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And if you're searching, if you're seeking for that perfect person, you're never gonna find her because she doesn't exist. Instead, what you should do is the fourth thing I wish I knew back then. Look for somebody who makes you happy, who makes you feel good about yourself. The person you should be with long term shouldn't make you feel bad about yourself. If it's too much work to be like happy and not always fighting, that is not the right person for you. The fifth thing I wish I knew back then about women is that you need to be with a woman who is financially responsible. It's critical that you're with somebody who understands the value of a dollar because the number one thing that couples fight about is money. And if you're responsible, if she's not, and you come together, you're gonna butt heads and ultimately not have a happy life. Sixth thing about women I wish I knew when I was younger is that you should look for somebody who is smart, who is intelligent. Dumb and pretty gets super old really fast. I dated this woman. She was beautiful. I'm talking like really pretty. And I was embarrassed to go out with like my friends with her because I didn't want her to talk. It was so dumb. And it's not that she was like not a nice person, but she didn't educate herself and everything that came out of her mouth sounded so stupid. Seventh thing that I wish I knew back then that I know now is that you shouldn't be with a woman that wants to change you. I have been in relationships, a lot of relationships, where it seemed like their primary objective was to try and make me or build me into something that they wanted as opposed to the person I wanted to be. Eighth thing I wish I knew about women back then that I know now is that you should look for somebody who is kind and compassionate. And let's throw in friendly too. You need to be with somebody that is loving, that is not like some angry, nasty person, because it is amazing. I also dated a woman. She was not the nicest person. And at first it was kind of like cute. Like I thought that it was just her being sarcastic. I came to realize that it was because she was angry, she was nasty, and she was toxic. The ninth thing about women I know now that I didn't know then was that you should be on the same page spiritually. You know, regardless of what you believe, you've got to make sure that the person that you're with believes something similar or is okay with your beliefs. When the physical attraction, like intensity, sort of dissipates or goes down, then you're left with like the person that you are and the person that they are. And if you believe different things spiritually, this is like a big deal. And it's not one that you can talk past. It's a fundamental difference. And last, but certainly not least, the 10th thing that I know now, being 42-year-old geezer versus when I was a 22-year-old punk ass, is that you need to be with somebody that absolutely thinks you are the best thing to ever happen to them since T. Shanley. You gotta be with somebody that thinks you are absolutely as great as I think you are. Gentlemen, I think you're beautiful. I think you're incredible. You just gotta make sure that the person that you lock it down with thinks that you are as amazing and beautiful as Alpha thinks you are.